Okay, so let's start with the subject. I have everything ready here. I'll show you. Here is my reference image, and this is what we were doing. I think it's too bright. Okay. So today we are going to work on this part. At least we'll finish this so that you just have to replicate the process here. Okay. And meanwhile, I will be helping you. So let's quickly jump and see how we can do this. I will zoom in. I hope you all can see my screen nicely.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are my colors. Please mute yourself. Otherwise, I will be distracted. So these are my colors, and I think I have put some additional color here. This was not yesterday, so I'll keep it side because I am using only limited colors. So these were the colors that we were using yesterday. I think this is also additional. I'll keep this side. You can see I have limited palette here, right? So we'll start from same area. First of all, we are going to work on this part. Okay, which part is this? Like this part. And slowly we will move like this. And from here to here, we are going to cover everything, right? Now we will pick one color and we will apply to all. And then again, we'll pick another color and apply to it. So this way we can finish much faster. Okay. So let's start. First of all, I will see what are the areas I can again apply red. So somewhere you can use more red, somewhere you can use less red. So I'm going with my light hand. You can see. Just imagine you are holding pencil in your hand. Okay. Don't think this is oil pastels. Nothing. Just imagine you are holding pencil in your hand and how you use pencil. It's just like that. So I'm randomly with my light hand, I'm applying. And I don't have to be super specific. Okay, I can do whatever I want. That means you don't have to replicate the painting. You just take inspiration from that piece and you create your own. Okay. So wherever I see the pinkish kind of touch, I can add that. This I can also do on top. So when I add other colors, we can do that. Okay, again on top. So you can use white again, you can use any color again. So it's a repeated process. Sometimes you will be doing light, sometimes you will be adding darkness, then again you will be doing light. This is part of process. Okay. And throughout this painting, we have to do this. So I'm going to start from here. Let's pick the same color. I have this one, which is cerulean blue, or you can say teal blue. It's not written here, a number. Okay, so it's a turquoise blue. But you must be having in your different set if you're using camel, if you're using any other color. It is like teal blue or cerulean blue, you must be having, right? And in cerulean blue, you can add some white, you will exactly get this color. So I'm going to first of all apply this color with my light hand. Keep one direction. You can see how this petal moving in downward direction. Okay, so this is the direction of petal. Now you apply paint this way. Here, this is the direction of this petal, so I'm going to apply this way. So you have to move in the direction of form, right? So I am going to go this way. So I'm showing you, I'm marking area for you. See, it will go this way. So this will be the direction. Here, this petal is like this way. So it should be, direction should be like this. Okay. So go with your small circular motions or cover tiny areas, one petal at a time. And yesterday I told you, if you are struggling to get clean lines, if you are not able to stay, you are struggling to stay inside boundaries, in that case, you can use the back side of pastel. So always keep one side of pastel safe for your thin lines, dots, tiny, tiny textures we can create with backside of pastels. Okay. And one side is broad. So you can use in wherever you want, but this one backside should be for detail works. Okay. So now how can I can use this one? Just securing the border areas or the edges part, I will apply. Okay, so I covered this line, same way I can cover here this line. You don't have to be super perfect, it's fine. Okay, now I'm going to apply this shade with light hand. So we always have to go layer by layer. This is what I want. And then look for other shade. What darker shade you can see. Just imagine this is the first box. And now you have to go to second box. So second box should be little bit darker than first one. Okay. So where I want this another one. So maybe I just want to apply same color in some other area. So I'm going to apply only here. See, only this area I apply second layer. And somewhere here, because I'm following the shapes, I'm following the shades. If you want, you can go more darker, right? So if it is not possible for you to go make dark with same color, so you can switch the color. I have this different color here, which is you can say cobalt blue. I can just go with this color on top with light hand. Okay, randomly. We have to be just careful how that shape is moving. Here, this side, I can see some lines running down. Okay, these lines. So I have to add the shade. So same way, you can also go in same direction. I can, if this is a center part, so I can go with some yellow because pink is already there or red color is already there. I can go with my yellow on top. So now I'm not going to do blending with finger because otherwise it can affect my lighter values. So slowly, I am just trying to extend this yellow color on top of this color. So we can do it on top so that it looks like a continuation of that part.
Ma'am, Parama waiting.
Okay, I can't see her. Just tell her to join again. I can't see her.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? So same way, I can apply to other areas. So first of all, you secure the outline area. So with the back side of pastel, you can go and you can secure the edge part. I'm just working with the this broad area because I can control. But initially, it's very difficult to control that part or get the tiny lines. So you just use the back side of pastel. And now to make some of these lines prominent or just to get idea where another petal is starting. So I can slightly make some of the marks, okay? And it will give me some idea that this is another petal. So first of all, we always secure the edges or drawing part. Once you have done, then again apply that color. So I can again apply. Now what should be the direction of this color? You have to go from inward to outward this way. Okay. To make this line, I'm just guiding you. So I can start from here in a small circular motion with light hand. And this is how I will go in outward direction. This will help you to define how that petal is moving, twists and turns, you will easily able to see. Okay, right now it will look messy. No problem. We are doing it layer by layer. Okay, so I can add one shade here. If you can see a shade this side, shade of some another petal here, right? So I can create that shade. So what I can do, just I can go on top of this color with my red, or you can use any color, and I will just add the shade slightly, okay? And here also. So red I am also using for shade tones. Because if on top of red I use blue, automatically I will get the darker version of blue color, right? Slightly, not too much. Again, I'm using some red here and then blue. So now I'm going to use the back side of pastel to get the clean lines, and even I can secure these edges. So you take some time. Okay, first of all, I'm securing these lines because I don't want to accidentally go out. Okay, and then I can again cover that area. On top of blue with light hand, I'm applying this color. Blue on top of red. Now in this direction. So if petal is moving in upward direction, we can just go this way. And half you can go this way. So just follow the movement. So once we have done this much, otherwise we'll forget the lines and the drawing part. So let's do this and then we'll continue. So wherever you see the shades, where are the shades? These, this line, this shape, I can see the shade. Here, this, I can see the shade. Here, this, I can see the shade. So first of all, just go and apply same color on top. Which color? Same color. Okay, so we have to double this time. So wherever I see the shade, I will go with same color on top. We don't have to press hard. Wherever you feel like it's a shadow, just follow the shape. Maybe you will see some triangle, some rectangle. Just follow that. See here, I can see these kind of shapes. Okay, let me show you like these kind of shapes. Here I can see this one. Then again, I can see one here, this one. I can see this one. So you just follow the shapes. So wherever it is required, I'm only adding in that area. Here also I can see some reddish kind of touch, so I can add here. Slightly. Now I'm going to pick my white pastel and we will dull down these shades. So you go with your white on top of blue and you just apply color. Don't blend it. Be careful in the edges part. And if your drawing is completely gone, then also no problem. What you have to do, just follow the shape and shades. See where highlights are. See where shades are. That's it. Don't rely on drawings. Drawing is just for the basic foundation. So that's the reason inside oil pastel community and this when we do the professional paintings with oil pastels, we first of all learn this thing, freehand sketching, because nothing will going to save you if you don't have idea how to do freehand sketching. Okay, when you completely when your drawing is disturbed, then what you are going to do? So just to be on safer side, we learn how to sketch. And then keep cleaning your pastel. If you are applying on top of yellow or red, so you can see there is some pigment on top of white. There is some reddish kind of pigments. It's very important to get rid of these pigments. Otherwise, it can affect your values. Yeah. Same. Everywhere I'm going to apply this color. And somewhere you can keep this pure blue. Somewhere you can just apply white on top. So follow your reference. I have my reference image here and I'm just following this shape. I'm just following this whitish kind of shape here. And plus I'm also adding on top of other. But where white is more, I'm applying more white. Okay. So here I can apply more white. Other area you can do it less. Same way here, the edge part, I can see more white. And other areas, slightly I can apply. So what we are doing, we are reducing the opacity of that color. We don't want this pure color, this. Okay, we are reducing the opacity of this color by adding white. I'm just applying white on top. Now I have done this much. Till here, I only applied colors. That means I did layering. Now it's time to do blending. Blending can be done two ways. Either you can use your finger, but make sure your fingers are clean. So you can keep a water, you can keep cleaning your finger, or you have a wet sponge. So in that you can keep wiping your fingers. Okay. But if you feel like your fingers are not clean, so in that case, you can get a paper stump, clean one, because when you are working on lighter tone area, so you need a clear stump. Or if you don't have stump, you must be having earbud. You can use earbud in that area. Okay. My fingers, I think, as clean, so I can use this one. So first I am going to blend in that area where it's more whitish tone. Okay. So first I will go and gently apply. So what I'm doing, tapping and little bit dragging. So we are dabbing on the spot. We don't have to drag. If you drag, it will going to shift here and here. Okay. So you just dab and slightly drag little bit. So when we do blending, we get idea how much more color we need to add. Okay. Now I have pigment in my finger. So again, I'm going to wipe my finger, make it clean. And then now you can go on top of shade values or darker values. And I'm just applying, dabbing and dragging in that particular area. And you do it nicely because we can't hurry it this time. Okay, otherwise your work will be affected. Again, now I feel like here it should be more white tone, so I can just apply more white here. And this time I'm applying some medium kind of pressure. And then simply with gentle hand, go and dab it. Just dab. Dabbing means you are fixing that shade in that particular area. Same way, I'm going to blend other areas wherever I have applied the color. But when you do the dabbing and little bit when you are also dragging, so just follow the shape, follow the direction line. So how I'm going, the direction line of this petal is little bit downward or this side. So I'm just going to drag paint in that direction. And here these edges part, I told you, you can use some sharp tool like this blending stamp and you can work on these areas, edges part. Okay, same way now this is going in upward direction. So what I have to do, I will just go in upward direction this way. Don't worry about lines. If your lines are not visible, just do what I'm saying. If you think your drawing is completely disturbed, that's okay. We just need in first few layers drawing part. And same way we are going to repeat in other areas. Okay. Now till here, we are not working on details. Detail part come at the end. Here we are just applying, layering and blending. We have not work on shades. This is just, you can say 40% work done or 50% work done. Okay. We need to add more and more. So I'm thinking like, let's first of all cover all the areas this way and then we are going to apply another layer on top, right? So we'll start with same color. What you have to do, just first of all, with the back side of pastel, you secure the boundaries. So I'm going to secure the boundaries. Again, you don't have to be perfect in this area, but just cover so that you get idea which area is um, a line drawing. So I can see this line. I'm just doing the drawing part. So this clean line, you will get it with the back side of pastel. And now you pick one shade and you start adding color. So I will pick this shade. Now you move in the same direction. How? This is upward direction. So you move this in this direction. So how I'm going to do? Either you can go from inside to outside, or you can just go from outside to inside this way. So I will just first of all apply the same color to all the areas, and we go petal by petal so that our drawing is there. See, with the light hand, and upward direction. So wherever you see blue color, you just apply this as base. Okay, same way I'm going to apply here. And if you think your line drawings are not visible, you can again go on top and you can add the line drawing. So I'm just doing with light hand. See, still when I'm applying color on top, still my line drawings are visible. Okay, so I just want this much. Initially, oil pastels will look like it's difficult, but once you understand the technique, once you learn how to start, so then you can prepare any kind of painting, any realistic painting with oil pastels. Same way here, I can cover this area. So first what we are doing, we are just applying base color. Now add little bit darker to create this kind of shade. So you can pick any other color, or you can go with same color on top. Okay. So I will use same color, and wherever I see the shade, I'm just going to apply in that area. So see, wherever I see this shade tone, I'm just following the shade. Line drawings are not visible that much. Just follow the shade. Wherever I see the shade, I apply the second layer. Okay. And here I will go back again because I can see more shade tones. So on top. Now, this is not enough. We can use on top of shade area another dark color. So either you can go with this one, which is ocean blue, to make it dark. But whenever you are picking dark color, make sure you have to go with lightest hand, because we only want teensy tiny shade. Okay. So here what we do, wherever you feel like it's a little bit darker, you apply in that area. So I'm hardly touching paper. Or you can also use red to create some shade. Wherever I feel like it's a shadow tone, I'm applying the red on top. And here I can apply some more red. So this sense will come slowly. Where to apply more color. And then what we have to do, same thing. Again, pick your white and now it's time to blend. You start from any one area. So you can start from here. You can do this way. First of all, just work on lighter areas. So I will cover this area. Now on top of second layer, where I applied second layer of blue, I can go there and add white. So automatically blending is happening. We can go on top of red and drag in that direction. If this is upward direction, you go upward direction. Same way I can add here. We are applying white, but we are using, we are going in different way. First I'm working on this area, then this area, then this area. So always start from lighter tone. Where you feel like it's bright tone, you apply white in that area first. Then you jump to that area where it is darker tone. So I'm not worrying about um, drawing. I'm just following the shape. Wherever is the lighter tone, you first of all apply on top of light and then you go on top of darker tone. This way, your lighter values will be secure. Now, same thing, what we have to do with finger, you blend or you use your tissue paper or blending stump or earbud. I have shown you different ways. Now, I will do same thing. First of all, smudge that area or blend that area where you feel like it's bright or light tone. Okay, and you move in upward direction because I can see that the petal is moving in upward direction. Never go from darker shade to lighter shade. It will disturb your values. First of all, wherever is a lighter tone, you drag that lighter tone on top of dark, but never drag dark on top of light. We are going to cover this area. Okay, and here is lighter tone again. So blend nicely these movements and your fingerprints. It should not be visible. From lighter tone, I'm moving towards darker tone. Now, what we have to do, same way, let's cover the other areas. And then I will show you how to refine these values, how you can add more and more depth and detail in your work. So this I will show you later. First of all, let's cover all the areas. So I'm repeating, and the main reason for repetition is when we repeat things, you learn better. Okay. Like here, I can still see there is dark or lightest tone. Which one? I can see one straight line here. So I can just add that straight line this way. I can see one patch here. So I can just add that line or patch. Okay. So this way, wherever you see, if you see dots, you add dots. Like this here, I can add more white. Although I have already put a lot of white here, but still I can go on top and I can add more white. Here, I can see more white. So let's add more white here. And we have to work on lighter tones because lighter and darker tone both plays a very important role. When there is a complementary thing, I mean, darker value will look good when lighter values are close to your darker values, right? If you have only added white, it will not going to help or it will not look good at all. So when there is dark, so with darkness, light color will look good. Okay, what I mean, um, if I'm adding here blue, okay, and this is the color. Now, how you will know the importance of this color? When there is something light or something dark. if I put something light, let's say I am putting this color. So now you know the importance of this color. Okay. This is looking much brighter. And if I put some darker color close to this color, now also you will get idea how it will look when it will be close to darker tone. So with yellow, with blue, it's looking like this. Blue with black, it's looking like this. So both the things are very important. Dark is dark and light is light, right? So and that's the reason we say always look for dark is dark, light is light, and highlights. This will bring realism in your work. Same way, I'm going to cover this bottom part. Pick same color, okay, and apply all over the place. But make sure first you are securing the areas. So we'll just quickly, now we can do quickly. So we are only working on first flower. So I'll make the lines. And if your line drawings are not perfect, you have done freehand, no problem. Just do on your own. Okay. So I did the outline, and now let's fill it up. So what I will do, I will apply this color. First, we are going to secure the base, right? And I can see here a lot of highlights area. These are highlights. So wherever you see the highlight, you apply white. So I can see here, you can put some medium pressure and you can apply the highlight. Wherever you feel like, you just imagine the shape. What shape is that? And you follow. I'm just following the shape. So what we are doing, we are securing the base area. And why we are securing the base area, I will show you later. Magic will happen at the end when we add 1 or 2% of details. I think this is also part of this area. It's also part of this flower. No, I think only till here. Okay. So we applied roughly, and now we'll pick same color and start applying. If it is going downward direction, you apply it this way. If it is going this direction, you apply it this way. So I will just go in downward direction this way with light hand. And this time I'll go little bit faster, but with light hand, okay? No need to put high pressure. So you apply. Now wherever you have applied white, color will be different, and wherever you are using pure color on paper, it will be different. So you don't have to worry. Just follow the shape. We are repeating same thing again and again. So we are applying blue everywhere, right? But the most important was applying white and base. In the same way, I will cover this section. See with light hand. Be careful with the edges part or boundaries. So we have done first few base layers. This part is I'm not going to work here because this part is not of this petal. We have to show overlapping here. So I will leave this one, right? Now what we have to do, pick another darker color. What darker color you have in your set? You can pick any blue. If you have darkest blue, so you can pick this color. But if you have some other blue, right? So you can pick that. I have this one, so either I can go with this one or I can pick this one. We don't need a high jump because we have to increase darkness slowly. Now you follow the shape where you see like darker values. You just add there. I'll show you. See, I'm just trying to capture these area. Wait, I need just a minute. Okay, Priya. So wherever I see the darker tone, like these are the values, I have to only apply color in that area. Like this one, wherever you see, this is a big patch, okay? First of all, let's cover this big patch. Wherever you see these patches or shade color, we will work on those areas. So like here, or let's start from here only. This will be part of shade. Now here, this area, I can see more darker shade. So you can go on top of other color multiple times. So wherever I see this shade, I add it. I can also see one shape here. So see, I can add a line and I'm adding a dark shade here. So I always follow the shapes. And wherever we have applied earlier, even after blending, we can add shade there. So one day, I mean, like in one day, it's not possible to master oil pastels. I'm just showing you how oil pastels work, how we do layering, mixing, blending. It takes time. And if you want the realistic painting, it's not possible. We work for some time, then we have to wait again. Then this layer will be drying. Then again, you come back next day. So it's just like other medium. It also needs some time. Okay, so we applied this. Now we are going to pick white again, and on top of this color, we'll apply white. Okay, and first of all, yes, so first I'm going to start from this area. Wherever you see the highlights, you only apply color in that area. And when I apply, then I'm going to blend later. Follow the direction. If it is like upward direction or downward direction, you move in that direction and same blending will be done same. Just only focusing on lighter dots. It can be done much faster, but I'm showing you how it works. And if in one area you see lights and dark together, so you see which color is dominant in that area. Is it light? So you apply light to all areas. And then later you can add dark. And with light hand, you can also go on top of this dark color. Or what you can do, instead of um, going again on top of this, you just do the blending. Okay. So again, clean your finger and I will start from lighter areas. And you can see I'm going down for direction because this is how the petal is moving. And once you're done with the lighter shade, again, clean your finger because we are moving in another shade. So here is a darker tone. You can just apply this way. These areas you can do with the blending stamp. Stay away from the edges always. Again, I'm going to start from here, top section, and see how that direction is moving. So first I will cover all the lighter areas. Hand movements are very important. Direction lines and details and cleaning those areas we are going to do later. First, this is the initial stage. Then I can work on darker values, slightly dabbing and dragging. Upward direction. If you think any area is looking too dark, like here, it's looking too dark. So what I can do, I can put more white on top. I'll show you. Let's put some white on top. If it is looking too dark, so slightly I'm going to add white this way and again blend it. Same way here. There should be balance between shade when you are moving from darker to lighter tone. So you have to take care that there is no line visible. Okay, so get rid of those lines. So we are out of those ugly stages. Here you can see that something is coming up. Okay, and we are working. Same way, I will blend this area. Now see, there is one line, this and this. So here you can see one line is created. Now you have to blend this line nicely to bring that softness. So you can go on top of line and keep dabbing. It will automatically, it will blend. See, now there is no sharp line. Okay, now it's time to add another layer. So we will focus this time on, first of all, brightest bright or darkest dark. So one, you have to see which you think like, it's, is it looking more brightest tone or is it looking only darkest tone, right? So there should be a balance between both. So I think first of all we should work on a darker tone wherever I see these kind of shades. Now if you are not able to see the shade, just check your reference image and squint your eyes. Make your eyes small. You will see some of these shapes. You will see these shade areas. So you just need to add those shades here. Okay. Even if it is not perfect, then also you just follow the shades wherever it is visible. So I can see here. So randomly with my light hand, I can go in that direction and I can add lines. See, with light hand, I'm trying to capture some of the shadows. And we can be messy. Wherever you feel like it's darker line or some lighter dots are there, you just add. I can see one dark line here this way. Shadows, I'm going to make it more dark. Okay, now my batteries are dead, so I can't show you more. Now what we have to do, same thing, blend with your finger. Wherever you have applied shades, just blend with your finger. Don't press too hard because you have applied 3, 4 layers right now. And if you press too hard, might be possible that your wax or color will shift from one area to another. So you gently blend wherever you apply that color. And so today we are not able to work on this part, detail part. So details I'm going to show you tomorrow. Because still we need to fix the values. We are not done with the values yet. And more white is needed. Now I can put some more pressure and add pure white wherever white is visible. This I will show you tomorrow. I'm just showing you in one or two areas. So if any area we need to define or show the twist, so we add more white. Okay. So if we need to focus emphasis in any area, we can add more white. Okay, I'll show you my another camera. And we are done for today, right? Mhm. So you can see here if it is visible. So this is still, I can say, only 60% done. We need to do more. We need to work on more shades. Center part is not clean yet. We need to work on that area. And when the background will be done, this will be pop up more. It will look more realistic. So everything is important. When you work on the background, foreground will look good. So when you work here, you also have to make sure that the background is looking good. Okay. So by tomorrow, we are going to finish only one flower. I hope you can do the second one. Once we finish this entire thing, then you work on the second part. Okay. And I will show you the background tomorrow. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Thank you, Deepa. Do you have any questions? Are you able to understand how oil pastels work? Like little bit?
मैम मैम मैं दूसरा वाला किया था। आप किया ना वो उसके दूसरा वन किया है मतलब
Which one? Show me. Wait. Okay. Good. Very nice. See, wherever you see the prominent lines को क्या करना है?
कंफ्यूज हो रहा था।
See, wherever is the prominent line, you get rid of those prominent lines. ठीक है? Blurry lines होना चाहिए. It should be blurry lines, right? And when you are transitioning from one shade, when you are moving from darker, when you go from darker shade to lighter shade, there should be supporting tones in between. अगर एकदम से darker shade होगा and then there is lighter shade, so it will look like a patch. Okay, so make sure there is when you transfer shade from one tone to another, there should be a bridge, a transition. Okay, transition means few more values. Okay, good job. Anyone else want to show? Alice, you were doing? Wait, let me put. Oh, very nice. Just take it back, little bit backward. Good job. Good. we need to work on center part more. That means more darker values, right?
Nice. Ah, wow.
Good job.
Mm.
Anyone else? Rama, you did something? Nothing? Okay. Okay.
I was just rewatching you. Ma'am.
Okay. No problem. Those who are just watching today, you can go with the recording. Keep working with the help of recording, and I will help you out. Okay. Okay, Parma, no problem. You can go with the recording and just don't follow recording at one go. Wait, Amen, just wait. Okay, right. Good job. Need to work on center part more. There are different values in center part. Yes, center part. Okay, this part of flower. So when you work on the center part, it will going to help other tones to come up or visible more, right? So use some darker tones. You can use sap green. You can also don't go with black, but use sap green first and then a little bit tiny dots you can do with black. So that way it will look more good. Right. Good job. Now rest, go with the recording. Anyone else? Kanchan, you were doing?
I was doing, but I did it on a small paper and
Mhm.
I did it with my gloves on. So
Okay. Very nice. Good job. Okay, you have applied mehndi.
yes, that is why I was working with the gloves on and now my hands are sweating.
Oh my God. Yeah, it is looking beautiful, but I think you have spoiled your mehndi.
That's okay. Now it's long time, 3 hours back I applied.
Very nice. By the way, beautiful. Your mehndi is looking beautiful. You
Thank you.
applied on your own?
No.
Okay, right. Okay, guys, so this is it for today. Anyone else want to show? Sybil, you were doing? Okay, everyone is doing, but no one is sharing with me. Good job. I can say yes, still you are working on shade part, right? Ah.
Yes, ma'am. Blending I have to do.
Right. So now pick part
Uh,
by part and try
Karma,
to work on one petal. Okay. One petal, follow the lines. Maybe there are darker lines. Right now, what is happening? It is looking like one flower, but we are not able to recognize the petals nicely.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you refine it slowly. I know it will happen. It takes time. I was doing it from initial stage, but if you are working where, oh, wait, let me put myself. Yes. See, if you are working on this area and this petal is moving downward direction, so what you do? You add some color here so that it looks like it's going in downward direction. Okay, if it is going in upward direction, so still I have to work on, this is not finished yet, only 60% is done, but what you can do, like if you want to show this flower is in upward direction, so you add some movements or some darker lines so it will define.
Okay.
Okay, so still we are working on that. We have not added any details yet. We have not done the scratching technique. So that we will cover next. Okay. So
Okay.
tomorrow we'll work on the background. We'll work on the final details and touches. Okay. Yes. Deepa, you were doing. You want to share?
it is
Okay.
incomplete, ma'am.
Okay. No problem. I
I
just
have
want to know how much you are getting it. Okay. Very nice. Good job. Good job, it's coming up.
okay.
See,
Thank you,
first
ma'am.
problem with oil pastel is that people mess up very easily, which I can say you have not done. So you have done nicely.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good job. So rest you can go with the recording. Okay. This is the biggest mistake I used to do. Whenever I work on the lighter tones, I mess up easily. Okay. And then we think it's very difficult to work with oil pastels. It's not difficult, but the thing is, we have to take care of how to work on lighter areas, how to apply darker areas, and then how to make it as one part. How you can make it when here it's dark and here it's light. You apply something in middle so that it's slowly transitioning from one tone to another tone. Okay. So I can see you all are doing good. Also go with recording, watch again and again, watch half part, then do the work, then again watch half part and then do the work. Okay. This is how you have to work on. And then tomorrow we are going to meet same time and we'll at least finish one portion. Okay. Yes, so this is it for today. And yeah, if I have not checked your work, please share inside group. I will also share this one so that I will get idea. Okay? Yes, so let's end the session now.